J-Man here for another comic book review. Steelworks #1. Okay, if you've been following along, you know that Superman is my favorite character of all time. Not just my favorite superhero, my favorite character of anything. If a Superman comic comes out, I'm probably going to buy it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to try to love it. And if I love Superman, that includes the whole family. Supergirl, Steel, Superboy, John Kent, that Chinese Superman guy. There's too many of them now. Anyway, when Steel had come out, I've got his first appearance, of course. When those 4 Supermen were revealed, I thought Steel was the coolest one. I thought, Man of Steel is literally a guy like in armor. I thought that was cool. John Henry Irons just kind of became just a fun character. You know, he just looks cool, and I you know, the Hammer did it for me. You know, I like the red cape. I don't know, you know. And then the Steel movie came out with Shaquille O'Neal, and you can make fun of it. You know, look, I thought it was amusing. You know, I don't hate it. I know some people don't like that movie, but, you know, it was a bit cheesy, but it was fun. I was, you know, it's not Superman. He didn't fly around properly. He didn't have the S, but whatever. So, I had a cool Steel figure when he could, like, I think he pressed something, he swung the hammer. I don't know. I wonder if I still have that somewhere, but that was pretty neat. If you've been following my channel, that you know that the recent Superman releases have all been very good. So Superman Lost was awesome. #3, John Kent, that was awesome. Superboy, that was awesome. Superman, that was awesome. I think Action Comics was the only one that was slightly below. I think every other comic I gave like maybe an 8 or more. I think Superman Lost, I may have given Superman Lost a 10 out of 10. So, yeah, doing good. This Jonathan Kent one, I gave like a 7.5 or an 8. Man, it was really good too. Superboy's been stellar. So, like, really good Superman stuff. So I was looking forward to this one. I'm going to review this using my SPACE method. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 to 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. If I give the artistry of this book a 2 out of 2, I'm not saying that the art in this book is better than Neil Adams or Alex Ross or one of these guys, right? If I give the characters a 2 out of 2, I'm not saying that John Henry Irons is better than Spider-Man. That's not how it works. What I'm saying is that when you buy this comic, it comes with expectations, right? Action, adventure, it's Superman, right? Maybe some science fiction. He is a sci-fi character. John Henry Irons is an inventor, so there's going to be some sort of, you know, either like an Iron Man type of scenario, fighting some monster, fighting a mechanical thing, who knows? This is what you're expecting when you're buying a book called Steel or Steelworks. Then that's how I'm rating it. So if I gave this like a 10 out of 10, I'm not saying this is better than Watchmen, okay? I'm ranking this versus the other Superman family of titles and itself, okay? Because it does come with a promise. All right. I'm going to give the storyline of this book 0.5 out of 2. There is no story. And I'll just give you the pacing. I'm going to give the pacing 0.5 out of 2. I can't believe that nothing happened in this book. Man, here's an apology to Superman Lost issue 1. I thought Superman Lost issue 1, not a lot happened. Nothing happens in this. This, oh, it's #1. They're going to get better. No. You can just skip. I can guarantee you that when issue 2 comes out, you won't have to read this one. Just like Superman Lost, which was pretty bad. Superman Lost issue 2 was pretty good. Superman Lost issue 3 was phenomenal because that's where the story began. This has no story. John Henry Irons has a Steelworks thing. I don't understand what it's supposed to do, like, at all. Maybe this was explained in some other comic. So he has Steelworks and it helps people. I don't know. He wears the costume and then does nothing. He does nothing. And the pacing is 0.5. This is so boring. It is all talk. From this page on, I would actually stop reading from this page on. This entire This is, oh, because that's an ad. These 2 pages, this page, these 2 pages, and this is nothing. This guy here, this bad guy, I don't remember his name and I don't care. I'm giving the characters, what am I on here? Art? I'll give the art a 1.5. The art's not too bad. I hate this Supergirl costume. Come on, just do Supergirl. I just want the normal Supergirl. God, I hate this costume so much. Okay. I think Lana Lang is drawn very pretty. That's a very nice Lana. I like John Henry. He looks pretty good. Let's see. Let's get a picture of him. He's pretty like buff. So, you know, the colors are not bad. This looks cool. I like his costume. You know, this isn't a bad page, kind of a backstory of... So yeah, 1.5 for the art. I do like the art. I think it fits here. Lana looks really nice to me. I'd probably give it a 1 for art, but maybe I'll give it a 1.5. I like some of the art in here. And enjoyment factor, I'm going to give it a 0.5. So what am I at here? Like 1, 2, 3.5. I'm giving this 3.5 out of 10. This is a hyper below average comic. It sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. No, I can't believe nothing happened. There's no fighting at all. What the hell am I buying Steel for? And listen, if you're going to go in the comments and you're going to be like, well, you know, they're setting this stuff up. We're setting up what? This is friggin' $4. What are you setting up? What was actually set up in this comic? That Steel is a good guy and has Steelworks? That's 1 page. Hi, I'm John Henry Irons. I created Steelworks to help the public. That's 1 page. Then you set up this villain. So this villain here gets this guy. This villain here, you have 1 page with him. He gets this guy and he's like, oh, don't you want revenge on John Henry Irons? Yeah, I want revenge on John Henry Irons. Then he pushes him into this red room and does something to him. That's 2 pages. I'll give you 3 pages to tell this exact thing. This is an embarrassment. This is literally the example of what comics are today. It's $4 US dollars. So that's like $6 for, no, is it $4? It's like $6 Canadian for them to talk about nothing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, there has to be something else going on. John Henry talking. Okay, hold on. John Henry talking about Steelworks. Talking. Lana watching him talk on TV. Bad guy. This guy lost his wife or some shit. I don't even care. He's upset over it. I'm giving the characters 0.5 because I like John Henry Irons. Talking. In a costume but not doing anything. And then there's talk like he might not wear the costume. I don't know. Backstory. So 1 splash page on double splash on backstory. I don't even know what's happening on these pages. I just read this right now. Talking. Oh, my poor wife. Talking. Ad. This is a good cover for this thing. Talking. Guy getting pushed. I guess that is that action. Guy getting pushed. And we're done. Ta-da. I hope you enjoyed your random talking. It's like, what have we learned? If someone's going to listen, if you rank this high, that's great, man. That's great for you guys. But this was brutal. This is your example of your current comics where nothing happens. Written by sci-fi icon Michael Dorn. I don't know who Michael Dorn is, but are you writing a novel or are you writing a comic book? Where's the excitement? After reading this, what gets me pumped up to read the next one? You have the girl at the end here. Is that supposed to like get me pumped up for something? Issue 1, you need to establish the villain that we're gonna see, and if it's gonna be a mystery, then have him fight something. Like, I don't know. This modern comics. And you could say, well, you're living in the past, but I'm not living in the past. Superman Lost was good. Jonathan Kent was good. Jonathan Kent, issue 1, I was like, but it still delivered something, right? Like, that Jonathan Kent series has gotten better, but it started off like, okay, it started off good, and then it got better. This did not start off good. So Jonathan Kent, I would say issue 3, it picked up big time. Issue 1 was okay. Issue 2 was good. Issue 3, okay, picked up. Issue 4 is really good. Like, by that math, this is going to get good on issue like 17 or something, if it's going to be like this. Look, let's see. I'm going to buy issue 2 100%. I'm going to buy issue 2 100%. It's Superman. And guys, I'm easy on Superman, right? I got buddies who are like, are you reading current Superman? It's trash. And I said, well, hold on. Listen, it's not pre-crisis Superman, right? It ain't Kurt Swan, okay? But like, it's pretty cool. Like, there's some cool, the current Superman right now has been the best Superman since John Byrne, for me, in my opinion. And nothing beats pre-crisis Superman. But this was brutal. If you like this, man, I'm very happy for you, because it means you didn't waste your money. But I'm not recommending this to anybody. Man, like, this entire comic could have been literally, I'll give you 3 pages. 3 pages to tell this entire thing. Wow. This was really disappointing. I was in disbelief. I'm like, oh, there's got to be more. And you're in trouble, because you're like, I'm halfway done and nothing's happening. They're just talking. It's like, oh, don't you want revenge on John Henry Irons for your wife? That's all of this page, these 2 pages. This page and these 2 pages is just the guy manipulating, the guy luring him to his house and then throwing him in some red room or something. That's it. That could have been 1 page. Starts off, the guy's like, hey, I see you're mourning your wife. I know you want revenge on John Henry Irons. Next panel, how do you know that? Because I've done my research on you. You used to work at the same company. Well, now I own that company, and we can take down Steelworks together. Next page. I don't want to do that. Well, too bad. This is going to make it easier, or this is going to make it harder. And then he pushes the guy in. That's it. Why is this multiple pages? This is constipation. Tell me your story. What is the story of this? This comic should have gotten lower than 3.5. I'm being generous. Wow. So obviously I didn't like this one. Superman was doing really good. All the Superman titles were picking up, getting a lot better. Some of the better Superman stuff was happening right now. And then this came along to drag it down. Poor John Henry Irons, man. Steal listen, I got your back, buddy. I'm still with you. I'm going to buy number 2. But man, you got to do better. All right, guys. Until next time.